What is up, guys? Welcome on back to TK's Garage. And man, the unscrupulability, is that a word? The scumbaggery of some of these dealers is absolutely ridiculous. And today, I'm getting into more reviews on Greensboro Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in North Carolina. It seems that they regularly steal money. Roll the intro. Before we get into today's video, guys, you guys know what time it is. I got to talk about the wonderful sponsors of the channel and today's video. It is Morgan & Morgan Attorneys at Law. If you're looking for a personal injury attorney, there is no firm larger than Morgan & Morgan. When you're going to battle with those giant insurance companies, you want somebody that has pockets that are just as deep. Morgan & Morgan has that. You can get started in 8 clicks or less directly from your smartphone by going to forthepeople.com/TK's Garage. Again, it's forthepeople.com/TK's Garage, and I appreciate them for allowing me to do what I do. So, guys, we're getting directly into it today, and here's the thing: these are not my words. This is not what I think. This is what the people have posted with their actual reviews on Google. Now, the first one I have today actually comes from a customer named Tevin, who's got 58 reviews. Obviously, it's not a new account, so it's not fake. And says, the worst dealership I've ever bought from. Car was in an accident, and the dealer said no accidents reported. Well, Tevin, if they provided you a Carfax, you may have some saving grace there in that if it wasn't reported to Carfax and you can show that there was an accident there, Carfax, not the dealer, unfortunately, will actually buy that car back from you. Now, it should be on the dealer to do the right thing here, especially if you found out that the car was filled with Bondo like that body filler right there. What's funny is he didn't say he got into an accident. He said the car was in an accident and he found out. These are the responses. This is how dumb the people are at Greensboro Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Hi, Tevin. I'm sorry to hear about your accident. There was no accident. You sold him a car that's been in an accident, you dumbasses. And you're having trouble scheduling maintenance. He's not trying to schedule maintenance. He wants you to buy the car back, you dumbasses. This is the absolute dumb. And here's the thing. You know who wrote this message? This was a month ago. This was Brian DeFord. There's his email and his name, Brian DeFord. It's publicly available, so there's no private information being posted here. It's publicly available. And it's ridiculous. Here's another thing that they do. And this is another thing that you need to be careful with dealers when you trade a car in. You need to have it in writing how much time it's going to take for them to pay off your existing loan. Reason why I say that is if you're an unscrupulous dealer like Greensboro Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, you could get into the same situation that Kimberly McGeorge did, who's a local guide with 196 reviews on Google. Now, here's what Kimberly got into. She posts, they literally stole my car. They owe me a car payment. While they kept me from my car and lied about submitting a payoff to the bank, they do not answer their phone ever. The girl at the front desk sits on her phone all day. Watched her multiple times. This is an uncaring, unprofessional, and illegal dealership. Buyer beware. I recommend Winston instead, which I have never had issues with. This is how they treat a customer who has bought 10 Jeeps from Jeep. I had to like that review. She actually got into some facts there. Interesting. And it goes on and on and on and on. What's crazy is then you have the stuff where they keep deposits. Let's talk about that situation. This one comes from Brandon Persia. Posted 4 months ago. Brandon Persia posted 4 months ago, has 7 other Google reviews, so legitimate account. Was looking at a Dodge Ram at this dealership in mid to late April. Put down $100 overnight deposit while I decided if I wanted to purchase. The finance manager named Kevin and the GM, Mr. What is this? DeFord, said it would be refundable if I decided I did not want the truck. I decided against the purchase for the time being. When I inquired the next week for the refund, was told the new finance manager was too busy to process the refund. His name is Will. And I have walked into the dealership twice to speak with him about the refund. We are now sitting at 3+ months since and still no refund. He said the GM needs to sign the check. Sounds ridiculous since I used a debit card. Yay. Seems like they would just need the debit card to refund the deposit. Definitely would not recommend this dealership, and the practices here in customer service is atrocious. Well, Brandon, being you were not given what you purchased, you have protections on your debit card, and I would initiate a chargeback and dispute for that $100, which is going to cost the dealer much more than that $100 for you having to initiate that chargeback. And I would do that immediately. And further, I would contact the Guilford County Sheriff's Department because they're already investigating the Greensboro Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram dealership for other illegal practices. And the laws about deposits on assets in the state of North Carolina are very, very clear. You know, unless you signed a document that said it was a non-refundable deposit, which in that case, that's also still not a legal document in the state of North Carolina, though you could have to go to litigation to get your money back. And over $100 is kind of how these dealers get away with free cash, basically. But in your case, yeah, I would 100% contact the Sheriff's Department in Guilford County. Also contact the district attorney because a lot of people are contacting the district attorney right now concerning forged documents. And it doesn't surprise me if magically all of a sudden they've changed their finance manager to whoever this new Will is. Did they do that because they found out that the previous finance manager was committing fraud? I wonder if Mr. DeFord knows this. I can tell by his answers on the Google reviews are very airhead-esque. I didn't want to get political there with it, but they're very they're either the GM has dementia or the onset of dementia or doesn't know how to put together a complete sentence. But hi, Brandon. We're sorry to hear you had a bad experience with us and have yet to receive your refund on your truck. He doesn't buy the truck. It is our goal to ensure our customers are completely satisfied. Please reach out to me directly so we can rectify the situation. Brian DeFord. Brian, I have to be honest. I don't know where you went to school. I don't know where you learned how to write English, but some of these responses to these reviews are abysmal. You look absolutely horrible. But this does go to a track record of you and your dealership stealing and holding money. And that was one of the reasons I wanted to go through these reviews. We have another one here, and Joel Benavides, 3 weeks ago. Local guide got the orange star. That means that's a legitimate review. They lost my paperwork on a sale months ago, and they start to panic at year end when they realize their mistake. They proceed to harass me and my wife daily during the holidays. They don't even know what they are asking, looking for, and have multiple people emailing, calling to run us in circles. After bringing that to an end, the GM reaches out to me nice enough guy, but also clueless at what he needs from me. Why does this not sound crazy? And we finally get on the same page. Again, during the holidays, I go through the whole process of finding docs, scanning docs, and emailing information. And guess what? Not even a sorry or thank you. Service is everything, and you don't get it here. Call into the sales department and see how they sound when they answer. They hang up or they go elsewhere. Well, that kind of adds up with the airhead general manager thing that I came up with here earlier. This is from another customer who's a local guide in the area. And more than likely, they probably lost the documents and they were trying to get the loan funded. That's my guess. And now the customer has the car. Title paperwork has been done. But if the bank hasn't paid for the car and the title is now in the customer's name, the dealer looks stupid. And I'm willing to bet that's what that was. Anyways, I wanted to get into these reviews today, and there's many more. If you just want to, if you want to go down the rabbit hole with me, you could go through and look at all of these 1-star actual customer reviews. And the fact that this dealership hasn't been shut down, people at the dealership haven't been arrested, is a shock to me. And if you live in Guilford County, it would come to me as either your elected officials are not out for you and your public interest, because this is pretty blatant. The theft of money, the forgery of documents, the selling of unsafe vehicles. These are issues that a general manager doesn't send canned responses to on Google. They actually try to make the situations right so they don't turn into videos like this that can then spread like a wildfire on the internet and eventually probably cost you your job. Anyways, let me know what you guys think in the comments section down below. And what dealership should I review next?